Hi, I'm Mo, and I'm the Papa who takes the poppers.
And I'm TJ, the princess, who also takes the poppers.
And this is...
It's still new to us, damn it!
Welcome to a Student Us, damn it. I'm Mo, he's TJ, he just said, and we're here to watch every movie ever made to be invited to parties.
That's right.
Yes.
That is the goal. It has been. And we've got some big news on that front.
Yeah.
Because I understand that this past weekend, Mo...
Yes.
You went. You weren't just invited. You went to a party.
I don't know if that counts, no. Wasn't a theme. Was not a theme or celebration.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You must have a theme or celebration. It was more than 5 people. I agree with that.
Oh, yeah, it was kind of just an impromptu thing.
An impromptu thing, yes. So it does not count because it was not a theme, not a celebration of anything.
Wow.
Yes, only met one of the criteria, so it does not count. So we still have not been invited to any parties.
Oh, so we have to keep watching these
We got to keep on watching these movies.
Okay, well, sorry about the false alarm then.
And fun fact, our last episode was our 70th episode.
70th?
I believe so, because one before that was 69. Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what does that mean? What's 69?
I think it's like that 6'7" type thing.
Oh.
It's just 6'9".
It means
it's like
nothing?
a meme or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway,
All I know is it's nice.
It is nice. Yes. I think this would be our 71st episode, but I could be wrong.
Lucky number 71.
Lucky number 71. Yeah, 7-1.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. No.
Are you at that point of your life where you realize like, wow, I'm just a lame ass adult? Like
I realized that when I was 18 years old.
Oh, well, good for you, not living in denial, first of all. But, like, second of all, it's one of those things where by the time I first even faintly heard of 6'7" as a meme, I guarantee it was dead. Like, amongst the kids, the generation
That's
that made
true.
it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the hell they're possibly cooking up now.
I don't know.
I'm scared to find out.
I'm thinking of all this thing we've done, people in the past have done, and they meant something. This literally means nothing, 6'7". Like, literally nothing. It means nothing.
It's shit posting, man.
Yeah.
Nothing means anything sometimes.
That's true.
And you know what? It's hard to argue that sentiment. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously. We grew up with some hope. I feel like kids these days have no hope. Look at the world that they're growing up in.
That is true.
Yeah. But at least it's a beautiful day here in
Yeah.
sunny southeastern Michigan.
That is true. It's a beautiful,
Been a
day in the
couple days.
neighborhood.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a flood advisory tonight.
Oh, that's fun.
So be aware of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, aside from that, it's beautiful, sunny, partly cloudy. Very nice, though.
But soon, it shall not be cloudy, because soon, being right now, we are entering the banter zone. I think we did good. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, yes. Welcome to the banter zone, where we banter about things we watched, done, or ate.
Yeah.
I'm adding that now. Food is now part of the banter zone, so
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds good.
So TJ, start off the banter. What do you got?
Let's see. I ate a chicken salad wrap today.
Ooh.
It was good. And
Yes.
a garden salad. That was my lunch.
Exciting.
I'll probably, after this, for dinner, eat like 12 rolls of Smarties that I have in the cupboard.
Awesome.
It's kind of my usual dinner. But aside from that, I started watching Murder, She Wrote.
Hell yeah! High five to that too.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome, honestly.
Yeah, dude.
I knew this for a while, but you know it was co-created by the Columbo guys?
I think I remember that because I remember reading about Columbo and I was like, didn't they like make a movie that was famous? It turns out no. I think it was Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
co-wrote it, co-created it with another fellow. I can't even remember his name offhand. And either way, like that's obviously a really promising sign.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Jessica Fletcher just happens to be like anywhere where there's a murder. And,
I know.
Like, her social circle for that week happens to get, enveloped in a murder.
Yeah.
It's great.
I think honestly, she ever notices is like, wow, like a lot of murders just happen around me. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they make a joke about it one time.
They
during
have
the
to
show.
eventually,
They have to,
right?
yeah.
It is interesting. I'm a big Columbo guy, and you can definitely tell differences. I'm not going to say I'll say in quality, but I don't mean that as a bad thing, but only because Murder, She Wrote was made to be a weekly, 20-plus episode a season
Yeah.
thing, where Columbo was like movies. You'd get 7 a year,
Yeah.
right? So there's obviously a big production value difference, but it fits into that genre I like to just call I mean, hell, they named a fucking station after it, Cozy TV, right?
Yeah.
It's just TV you can put on. You don't necessarily even have to pay that much attention sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest. I catch myself on the phone sometimes.
Yeah.
But I still look up and I know exactly what's going on.
True.
You know.
Yeah.
Just fun to watch. So I've been enjoying that.
Are you still in the seasons with Richie Cunningham's father?
Oh
Mr.
God, I'm
C?
still in the first season.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
I did catch a few. The reason I started this was on Pluto TV. There's a channel dedicated to it, and a Colombo. I usually watch the Colombo station, and one of the episodes I didn't care for was on, so I turned on the. So I turned the channel to the Murder, She Wrote one. I was like, you know what, I'll give this a shot. And interestingly enough, the first one I turned on featured the first two actors I saw were also former Colombo killers, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. That time period, you had a lot of TV actors working in multiple things across, especially if you have similar writing staff or production staff. If they liked working with someone, hey, let's bring that, so and so back.
Yeah.
So there's just kind of a familiarity there, and I love a good murder story, be it a whodunit or a Columbo figuring out how how the killer did it. So yeah, that's how I stumbled on that.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of surprises. You got Jerry Orbach's in it as a recurring character. You got another recurring character, an international spy. Another recurring character is Jessica's nephew.
Yes,
he's going to be in that a lot.
I've seen him playing,
once a season, they do special backdoor pilot episodes because because
Angela
Lansbury can't do like the full 22 because when she got older. So it was like, okay, this one's just going to be a backdoor pilot or something. Sure. None of them went.
No, go for
None of them went, I don't think, except for I think it was Diagnosis Murder. That's the only one that actually.
Oh, that was a spinoff, eh?
That was a spinoff.
Didn't
yes,
know that. That's cool.
I believe so. Yes. So
yeah.
That's the only one.
Well, good to know. I'll keep an eye out for that. And
yeah,
do they make it very I did see one of them actually on Pluto because I turned it on like 5 minutes into its start, and I'm like, where's Jessica? She's not there at all. And it turns out the whole framing device was she was reading and not one of her novels.
Yes, that's all the framing devices. Framing devices are like she always like say hello audience, and then she sits down in a chair,
okay.
and then she reads you a story of like a former classmate, a former student she had, or like a friend in like a different city. There's one where like he's a tough like Chicago detective and he has to take care of a dog or something. Another one where it's like a former student of hers was a.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah, was a famous.
One, yeah.
Now a TV producer, a TV writer. So now she has to solve a murder or something. Yeah, so all those are backdoor pilots to make other series, but it never worked. So
I was just relieved that for 1 week, except for the one. I was just relieved that for 1 week somebody in her social circle didn't end up getting killed.
That's true.
That was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been enjoying that. It's a fun little diversion.
Yeah, we're gonna see some weird stuff if you keep on going because there's some weird episodes of that show. So
I'm sure there are, but keep in mind too, I'm also watching this at the same time as season 3 of Twin Peaks.
That's true. Yeah.
So I'm kind of braced for that, I think.
Yeah. I love it when like drama shows get funny. Because I'm pretty sure that Law & Order SVU has a comedy episode with Kathy Griffin. I'm pretty sure that's the comedy episode. I forget what it's about, but I know she's like a female comedian or something, and it's just like it's just weird. Like unless it's like humor developed into the series, then it's I don't know. I think at once they just try to add like some type of comedy and be like, let's have one like comedic episode or semi-comedic episode.
Yeah, fuck it, give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, taking a swing every now and then. It's probably a little in a show like like an SVU or something. It's probably a little jarring. But other than that, same as always. I did want to ask you, are you hyped for? You know what? Go ahead. You do your thing.
Okay.
You do your turn.
Let's see. I did watch some movies. Last night I decided to watch Hit the Ice. Abbott and Costello Hit the Ice. Or just Hit the Ice. I don't know exactly.
Did they play hockey?
No, unfortunately not. But they were on the ice at one point.
Like skating, right?
Skating, yes, yes. Not the best of the material, but there was one great bit where it's Abbott and Costello. Costello is trying to impress a girl by playing a piano. No, sorry, yeah. No, Abbott is trying to impress a girl by playing a piano. And Costello's like, I got an idea. I'll play a record behind the piano. She won't see me, and then it seems like you're playing a piano. And so the whole time he's playing the piano, like he says, every time I say all right, stop playing. So he says, "All right," and starts playing, and then he stops. And then I said, "Don't I play all right?" And then he continues again, but he left the piano. So it's constantly him just leaving the piano. Somebody keeps saying "all right," and him going back and forth.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so that was probably
Nice.
the best bit of the whole thing. Yeah, but it was fun. It's just Abbott and Costello film. It's great. It's not as better than the horror features they've done, but still good.
Good.
Yeah, so go check it out. It also was the only one that was free on YouTube. So yeah,
That helps.
I wanted to watch like Boris Karloff, the Boris Karloff one, or The Mummy, or Frankenstein, or Dracula. But
Gotta pay for that.
gotta pay for that shit.
Yeah,
So I was
they're
like,
not
fuck
just
that.
giving that away.
I'm not doing that. I watched a movie called Pizza Movie on Hulu.
Pray tell what that was about.
It's about two kids. One is one of the kids from Stranger Things. He plays Dustin. And the other is the kid who was in the TV show The Goldbergs, the youngest Goldberg.
Oh, sure.
Yes, I think their names, like the Goldberg kid's name is Sean, and the other
I can
kid's
picture
name,
them both. I don't know the actor's
Yeah,
names,
and the
but
Stranger Things kid, I believe, is what is his name? Is it Max or something? I don't know, something like that. I forget.
maybe.
I forget. It's probably really simple, and if anybody does listen to the show, they'll be like, "His name is the," and
Yeah. Isn't
Yeah.
that the worst when you're listening to a podcast or like radio and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't, and it's on the tip of their tongue.
yeah, and we do that a lot in the show. So I listen back, and we get a lot wrong. So
Gaten Matarazzo.
that's it. Gaten Machazzo. That's it. Yeah, it's about them in college. Everybody hates them because one, Gaten was the leader of a. I won't. Spoiler alert, I guess. Was the leader of
An alt-right group.
not a group. That would be hilarious, but no. He was the school mascot, and he was leading like a naked march down the schoolway or something. And he actually he goes to a police station on bring your daughter to work day. So there's a bunch of naked football players.
Holy shit.
So he made them all register as sexual assaulters.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's all on the sex register list now, and they all get kicked off the football team.
Wow. Is this like
Yeah.
a Revenge of the Nerds thing? Like
No.
it
So
was-
yeah, so everybody hates them. And so there's like one night, okay, we gotta chill out. What are we gonna do? And they find this drug called mints. M''I''N''T''S. So they take that drug and they watch the videos like mints will get you fucked up, and there's like 6 stages, and the whole movie they go through each of the stages. The last stage is your truest fear will come to life and shove a chainsaw up your ass, and then so they had to, and the only way to stop it is to eat pizza. So the whole movie is them going through the stages of drug and trying to eat pizza, which is stuck on the first floor in a robot, in one of those delivery robots, while avoiding all A's and the football team.
This is something else.
Yeah. It's great. Yeah.
Creative, yeah.
It's really funny. Yeah. It's a Hulu movie. So I'm like, okay, what do you expect? But this is actually really funny. It's out there. It's insane. It's really, it's like I said, it's really funny. It's let's see, what's one of my favorite bits? One of my favorite bits is one of the stages is called "Don't Swear," and so every time they swear, their heads explode, and so it just resets time. So they got to figure out ways to make sure they don't swear. I think they said like crumpet war or something like that, and then find out like the crumpet was like an old English slang word for whores or something, and
Oh, boy.
so every time they say it, their heads just explode. Yeah, but it's really fun. Yeah, so go check it out.
Sounds
Pizza movie.
super imaginative.
Yeah, so yeah, go check it out.
Nice.
It's definitely fun. Let's see. I keep been trying to read books, but I'm not succeeding. But I am reading The Comic Kingdom Come.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so it's really good right
really
now.
good
So I
one.
just read the first, I guess, chapter of it. I guess now like they're making, usually comics are in like big like paperbacks or something like that, but now they're actually in small ones. So they're more cheaper. So it was only like $10.
That's cool.
So I got the whole book for like $10.
I had it. You could have borrowed it.
Well, I didn't know that, TJ. You should have told me. You should have gave me a list of all the books you have, and I went through them and be like, I need to read this one, and this one.
I'll work on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't
Yeah.
ever be afraid to check out your local public library.
That is
too.
true, folks. Check out your local public library. They need your support.
They do, and they have plenty of good stuff.
True. Some people even rent cookingware.
Interesting.
Yes, so that's interesting. Yes. Yeah. So that's actually really good. Let's see. That's about it I can think of. Still watching ER. I'm on the 3rd season now. Dr. Carter is now a full-fledged doctor. Peter Benton's now trying to get into kid surgery. It's not going well. But it's going to be... I'm not done with the episode, but something really major is going to happen to jolt him. Let's see. Susie Lewis lost her niece in the custody battle to her sister, who was a former drug addict, but now got rehabilitated.
Oh God! Oh no!
Yeah. Oh God! Oh no! Mark is now divorced from his wife. They thought they could make it work, but she was having an affair, and is now the head resident with a co-resident who is really annoying, but I like her. George Clooney's character is still in his bachelor ways, but he just had an episode where he was partying with this girl who died, and now he's not rethinking his whole life. Julianne Margulies' character is bought a house but can't afford it, and now she's trying to become a doctor through night school. Wow. I know. A lot of things going on in y'all right now.
This is some compelling human drama.
Yes, it is. Now it has a lot of humor in it too, which actually makes it great. So it's not weird when they do a humor episode.
Can people do like a George Clooney impression? You ever think like there are like obviously like everyone's done Nick Cage, Christopher Walken, David Lynch, like but think about that. Like there are just some movie stars you can't really do an impression.
Yeah, because not really like George Clooney probably has some kind of cadence that we don't really notice, but like
I'm sure he does. Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman. That's like all I can think of, and I know that that was not a good impression.
I don't know, like hi, Freeze. I'm Batman. Is that good? I don't know.
Just something I just randomly thought of. Like of all the Batmen, Michael Keaton's easier to do. Val Kilmer's easier to do.
You want to get nuts?
Come on, let's get nuts.
Can you do Val Kilmer impression? What's your Val Kilmer?
Actually, let's see. I'll get drive-through. I can do his Batman a little bit. I'll get drive-through. When Alfred asks you, "Can I persuade you to take a sandwich, sir?" It's like the first line is Val Kilmer in the costume, and they have him say, "I'll get drive-through."
Yeah, I watched the documentary about him, Val, and he said he didn't like the experience at all because it was just him in the suit. It's just like he can't be like anybody else but Batman, so it's hard to act.
I got the sense he didn't care for it.
Yeah,
but he was good in that movie. I'm not the biggest fan of Batman Forever, but I like his performance.
I do like in the documentary. You see like him shoot audition tapes for like different movies. So he did one for Goodfellas and stuff like that, and he'll just send them out to different directors, be like, "Hey, I heard you're doing this movie," and he'll just send audition tapes to him. So I think that's really cool. So
that is,
yeah,
I like that. I respect that.
Yeah,
you know, it's like the Hollywood's big shot equivalent of putting a suit on and going to check out some want ads in the newspaper and having a firm handshake.
That's what
it used to take to get a job.
Yeah.
You realize that? You just wake up in the morning, look at the newspaper, circle a couple of want ad jobs, put on a suit, and just go get one.
Yeah. And my mother wanted a side job. She was just like, I'll just call and I'll show up. Like, no, you got to do a resume. You got to do all that stuff.
Yeah, and now not only do you have to do a resume and a cover letter.
Yeah.
But you have to go to an online portal and resubmit all that information from your resume.
Yeah.
And like half of these services, the Indeeds, LinkedIn's, what have you, half these job postings are phantom job postings.
Yeah.
You ever hear of that phenomenon?
No.
They're all bullshit jobs just so companies can say, "Oh, we have all this expansion. Look how many roles we're hiring for."
Oh.
They're not even trying to hire.
I didn't know that.
No, bullshit. Yeah. Crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to go off in that tangent.
Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Did I talk about how I watched Kiki's Delivery Service last time?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
And that's it.
We talked about it. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
It is WrestleMania week.
Yes, I forgot. I was going to mention
that. Do you care?
No.
I'm not going to watch it.
Well, yeah, I don't want to spend
$30.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
This audio was created with async.com.
Watch it.
Well, yeah, I don't want to spend $30. Yeah.
Which is funny because like back when I was a kid, I'd spend like my friends would chip in $80 to buy WrestleMania, but like now the product is so watered down.
Yeah. A lot of people are disappointed, especially in like the main storyline with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton.
Yeah,
I guess
it sucks.
I guess now it's Jelly Roll in the Pat McAfee segment.
Correct.
So
yeah, 100%. So I have no interest. I think iShow Speed might be involved in one of not that story, but a different match.
Yeah.
I have no interest in that.
Once again, relying on celebrities because now you have credibility.
Correct.
It's a bad sign. So
yeah, no, it's really bad. It's really bad.
I don't know if people care about Roman Reigns with CM Punk.
I've heard the promos. I did watch Punk's pipe bomb promo. They posted
another one. That's just like
they posted it on YouTube, and I will say it was good. But I actually had a question about CM Punk.
Yeah.
And I like CM Punk. I've never been a super fan, but I really like him and I respect him, and he's captivating. Right?
Yeah.
He's great to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know though, because I'm curious. Does anybody watching now kind of feel like, not that he sold out per se, but does his character jive well with the hyper commercialized WWE? Because I don't blame him. He came back and he immediately was like, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money. Remember when he said that?
Yeah.
I don't hold anything against him. But I do want to say, he's in a different phase of his life. He's not the scrappy Punk, and I want to know, like, how old school Punk fans, does it translate well?
Well, I'm not really an old school Punk fan because I stopped watching wrestling like right when he got to WWE.
Then smoke weed right now.
Okay. I will. So I got in right when he first won the ECW title, and then I left. Mm-hmm. And so I missed the whole summer of Punk. I remember when you showed me the John Cena CM Punk match from 2011 Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
And you guys were pumping it up, and then I was watching. I was like, oh, this is a good match. Because I didn't get the full background of like the pipe bomb.
You have to be there. Yeah.
You have to be there and stuff like that. And like I got into CM Punk through AEW, and then all that stuff happened. And I'm not saying he's more at fault or the AVPs and Kenny Omega and Young Bucks are more at fault. They're both in fault. A lot of things have come through that. Them actually showing the video, one was a bad mistake because it could have been a good storyline, but they didn't really do anything with it, so they kind of wasted it. And now it seems like they just did it for ratings boost, which could be true.
It made Tony Khan look kind of like a chump.
Yeah, it did. But then there's like whole rumors going around because doing that, he went to WWE. Like when he was still under AEW, he went to backstage to WWE to apologize to everybody for what's going on. And now everybody's saying, like, maybe he just did this to get into WWE, so he just used this as, like, he's like, okay, and then he's like, I'm going to WWE now. I don't know what was going on, but the main thing set him off was, like, once again, we have something, like, Adam Page said something that wasn't scheduled in his promo, but it was so little, so small, that it was like, you did all this because of that small little thing. I don't know. But then he went back to WWE, which he said he'll never do, and he said like those blood-sucking, like I'm not going because he said Miz is a blood-sucking something. I forget what it was. And like I'm not a blood-sucker. I'm not gonna take no shoddy blood money. But then he did, and he did a promo. And
exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Again, I don't begrudge him for that.
Yeah, and then the thing is though, like he did, like when he came back to AEW, everybody was so hyped and everything. Then he came back to WWE, it was like the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And then I think some people started on him, some people didn't. I mean, he's still doing great work and stuff like that. And
correct.
I don't know. I guess people are just tired of CM Punk and all the stuff he did. Because like for 10 years, it was just like, is he coming back? Is he coming back? And then he did come back to AEW. And then he drove himself out of AEW and caused so much damage. And then he went to WWE, and now he's just like, I'm now a corporate man. And it's like,
that's what I mean. Like he seems. I'm surprised he's. He had after the AEW crash out. I thought for sure he was never gonna make it. And like even when he did come back to WWE, and that was a cool moment when he came out that Survivor Series. But I thought deep down, how is this gonna end? Like it's not gonna work out. And it does. He's obviously the world champion. He's got. He's going to main event WrestleMania proper this time. Sunday night. Against Roman Reigns.
I just remember he said in the AW promo, was like, I could be back. You're just going to be, like, I think he said to, like, Chris Jericho or somebody, was like you're just going to be back to do a night one of a WrestleMania curtain joke or something. And now he's main eventing, like, what, night one or night two of WrestleMania.
So I actually would contend that he has sold out. Yeah. But let me be clear, I don't think that's a bad thing. Life's hard. Get your bag if you can, people.
Yeah.
Don't hurt other people, but get your bag and, hey, put it on autopilot the rest of your life. I don't blame you one bit. So I don't begrudge the guy, but it is, to me, noteworthy that he is, like, now the face. Well, no, he's not the face, but on Raw, I mean, that was for a long time.
Well, he's still not the face of the company, right? He's still not. That's Cody Rhodes. So
it's probably Cody Rhodes, but again, I always, and shame on me, SmackDown's been the better show, basically, for the longest time.
Yeah.
But I always still think of Raw as the A show.
Yeah.
And he is the champion on Raw. And from what I understand, the stuff, the promo work he and Roman have done has been good, and it should be a good match. But, like, I don't know. It's just weird to see him in this WWE landscape where now everything's got the Slim Jim logo on it, right?
Yeah.
It's just hard to reconcile those things, where there's Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Like, all these, CM Punk especially, who apparently in his promo on Raw last night begrudged Roman for having everything handed to him. Like, how would you feel if you're, I know this is not a fresh take, but if you're seeing Jelly Roll
Yeah.
get on a main event card and you've been busting your ass, no, forget that.
Yeah.
I get why they're doing it. It's just I'm checked out.
Well, yeah. I think that's the main thing that people have like a problem with the endorsements and the celebrity thing. Like, I don't really know like what's going on in the undercard. I don't know if anybody cares. The only thing I know is like Danhausen is blowing up. That's it. Everybody just cares about Danhausen,
Which is pretty cool.
Which is great
because
really I love Danhausen. He's from Michigan. Mm-hmm. One of my friends who I went to high school with knows him because he was in the hospital with him.
Nice.
He's a cool guy. He loves Conan O'Brien. He loves The Simpsons, and it's just like he's great. And we all love Danhausen. People hated Danhausen when he debuted because people were like, "What the fuck is this? Mm-hmm. Why is this not Chris Jericho?" And also, Chris Jericho came back to AEW. Yeah, so that happened, and he actually lost during the Dynasty pay-per-view, which I'll get into a little bit later, right after we're done talking about this. But yeah, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything about the mid card or anything like that. I know they're doing another ladder match, but I don't think people really care about that. I don't know about the women's division. People care about the women's division still, like what's going on.
For sure, I know Rhea Ripley is facing Jade Cargill for the World Championship, and then
I don't know if people don't hate Jade Cargill. I think people get very tired of like the Jade Cargill match, like a Goldberg kind of style. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, what are you gonna like? I think Jade Cargill can like do a match up to a certain point. I don't know. I haven't seen Jade Cargill wrestle in a long time, but I was like when I was watching her in AEW, I was like, okay, she can't really wrestle. She's still very green, but hopefully over time she can develop more moves and get better and better. I was hoping for that. But then she moved to WWE, and maybe they decide, hey, you're going to be Goldberg, and so you're going to do a certain type of match each and every time. And so, I'm not sure if that's a thing still going now, since I've not watched it, but
probably.
Yeah. Also, people are just tired of Triple H, because it's still Triple H show, so...
I know.
He's still on, like, the video games, it's still him on...
Dude,
he's everywhere. He's still everywhere. He's still is like the main guy in the company.
The thing is, I like Triple H, the wrestler, but like looking back at it, he really only had his success because he weaseled his way into the McMahon family. I mean, think about it. Like the Attitude Era, like he's one of the faces of it, but he's in my book, he never was The Rock. He was never Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know what I mean?
And that kind of what drove him.
He wasn't even Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Like Mick Foley was like. If Rock and Stone Cold were just like the golden geese, right? Mick Foley was like the grassroots hero of all that, right? Triple H got there, and again, the game promo is outstanding. That's classic. But of those four guys, I mean, I can tell you which one's far and away the fourth. And and like, it doesn't help either that when all those other guys left, he was the one given the rocket and proceeded to have some of the worst storylines. 20-minute promos to kick off Raw. I mean, the whole reign of terror, what have you.
Yeah, well, that's another problem with WWE. They still, after 25 years, are still talking about the Attitude Era. And they were talking about this like 10, 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. And so they're still doing it.
Yeah.
It's been this 25 years of the Attitude Era. And then everything after 2003 or 2004, everything after WrestleMania 17 never happened.
Which is crazy because that's Attitude Era was your most marketable, right? Or like the biggest commercial boon period, but Ruthless Aggression that's where true wrestling fans recognized that the real work was getting done.
Yeah, because then you had the Reign of Terror, you had John Cena, Super Cena, you had guest host for, which Ryan Zane is doing an amazing job on.
Yeah, he is.
And so you really get to see like what happened, so. People really think like wrestling ended after WrestleMania 17, and then the rest has just been a blank slate. Because like, to be honest with you, there've been some good moments during that time, but people consider it as like a very down time in wrestling because WWE had no competition, so they're just doing whatever they want. Vince McMahon was focused on family products and goofiness and stuff like that, and it was just always Super Cena and. Storylines. I would say the years in between 17 and Super Cena were outstanding, but they now have a dark cloud over them.
Yeah. With, Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit.
Yeah. Like around 2008, maybe 2008, 2007, people started to really tune out, and then the Shield happened, but then, then Roman Reigns was like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people forget. A lot of people remember the Roman Reigns. The beginning of the Roman's reign era was not great.
The big dog. That's when I stopped watching. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people booed him. And then finally, like when he came back from his leukemia diagnosis, then everything just started run back on track. Just like, okay, 15 years wrestling gone, and now we got the big dog. And it was like, it's all good. We got the tribal chief, I should say.
Yeah.
So now he's like, yeah. So yeah, that's another thing. But
well, the downside for them is they can't take breaks. The story has to keep going.
Yeah.
So you're always going to have lull periods, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But what you're seeing now is a lapse in the creative and fans starting to like just turn away because again, you watch a PLE or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're seeing commercials. You know what I mean? It's not the product that I think a lot of people, at least like me, want to see. It just feels oversaturated. I don't want to see celebrities. I don't want to see Travis Scott at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Also, long-term storytelling is great when you do it, but that was one of the main critiques of like the Cody Rhodes. Like, I have to complete the story. It took 2 years where you could just done it in one WrestleMania instead of doing that at 2 WrestleManias.
You could have, yeah.
You could have, but also like they still like the long storylines are still going on, and there's no end to it. You got to end to it. Mm-hmm. Now you can do long storylines. That's great and everything because New Japan does it all the time. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't work. Like Kuchiro Okada being a monster of a champion. He was the IWGP champion for 72 days, 720 days and something. It was great. He was the greatest one of all time. Fortunately, a lot of times it repeated itself, and at one point, Tetsuya Naito, who was the number 2 in the company, probably should have won at a Wrestle Kingdom before he actually won it, but he didn't. And so that's one example. Also, there's many other examples of how long-term storytelling can be good and bad, but when the iron's hot, you got to strike. I think Sami Zayn should have won the title. I'm saying it. I think he should have beat Roman Reigns and won the title. He didn't, but you had to do the Cody Rhodes storyline, which is fine, was great and everything. But you got all these guys, you're not giving them the time. It's been Roman, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Cody. That's it for a long time. Gunther, the guy who retired 2 of the best wrestlers in the world, is like, no, what? You're gonna face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania for nothing. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna be a champion, which is insane. Even though he's been the World Heavyweight Champion before, he should be positioned as one of the top guys. He's not. Drew McIntyre is great, but I think he's still stuck in limbo right now. I don't know, but
I can't remember what he's doing for WrestleMania.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, just give Gunther the title. He's supposed to be He's done so much to make him the biggest bad guy in your company, but they're not doing that. So.
He's great.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I was just curious if you were at all hyped for it or anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I don't know. I can't watch it. I'm not gonna pay $30. Do I have to sign up for $30 a month no matter what? Or can I just pay a fat fee of $30? I think we can watch it in movie theaters.
Really?
I'm not sure. I'll check that out and see, but sure. I will see. Yeah. Because I missed that. Because AEW used to do that, but then they tried to raise the prices on them, and then theaters were like, nope, and shut it down. So that sucks. But
it does suck.
Okay, before we get into our movie, I guess I should talk about another wrestling company. AEW just did the Dynasty pay-per-view, and it was great. Main event was Kenny Omega versus MJF in a great battle. Then you had Jon Moxley versus Will Ospreay, which was great. Kevin Knight won the TNT title, so good for him. It was good. Every match was from good to great, so I really enjoyed it. It was, Chris Jericho actually lost. So when he came back, he lost the match to Ricochet. So that's insane. I'm really excited for Konosuke Takeshita versus Okada. Hopefully that's in Double or Nothing. I'm really hoping that's going to be a great match. Divine Dominion, a great female tag team of Megan Bayne and Lena Cross. Just two huge muscle-bound women who just beat the crap out of everybody. It was really good. Yeah, so I would suggest you check out Dynasty. It was great. Like I said, Chris Jericho is back in AEW. He admitted, things I've done in my past weren't so great, but now I'm back and I'm trying again. So he's just please forgive me for not doing great.
So he's a face then, obviously.
He's a face then, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but once again, the most surprising thing, he lost. So that was the one thing people complained about. It'd just be, I'm Chris Jericho, I'm going to win. So he lost to Ricochet, so that's actually surprising.
It is. Well, hey, good for Ricochet.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Darby Allin's going to face MJF tomorrow night for the title. I think MJF is going to retain again. I'm just hoping. I know Orange Cassidy is now the trio title with Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, which I'm glad he's back also. They did a great He's in a group called a Conglomeration, which is just a bunch of random people thrown together. And so the theme song's like a 90s sitcom, and they came out to like a 90s sitcom kind of thing. It was really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, they had a whole set and everything. They had a couch, and they had a door.
Nice.
Yeah, and so Kyle O'Reilly, they didn't know it was going to be Kyle O'Reilly, so he knocked on the door. It's like, who could that be? And then Kyle O'Reilly came out.
Oh, that's funny.
That's great.
See, WWE would never.
They would never, no. They would never.
Yeah.
Yeah, so AEW's going great. I'm hoping Orange Cassidy gets a title shot of something. Even though he is now the Trios champion, I'm hoping he gets like a world title shot.
Maybe.
Because him versus MJF would be great. Because I'm just like, what's MJF going to do? Make fun of him the whole time? He doesn't care. So it's just going to be...
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting. I'm hoping Eddie Kingston is on AEW soon. He's not injured or anything. He's in ROH right now doing some stuff. I'm hoping he does come back and faces Jon Moxley for the, I believe, the Continental title. So that'd be really great because him and Jon Moxley have great chemistry and a history that, because they faced each other for the world title like years ago, and it was such a great program that I hope they really do it. And I just want to see Eddie Kingston again because he's great. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. And that's all the wrestling and all the things we've done. So now, the skies are clearing up, TJ. I think we're now exiting the banter zone. I think you added some extra oomph. I heard that.
Maybe.
Yeah. I heard that. Well, TJ, it's now time to talk about the movie of this week.
That's right, Mo, because people don't tune in to listen to us talk about wrestling.
No, they don't. No.
They listen to us talk about all variety of movies.
Yes, and this one is a variety of a movie. Mm-hmm. Today, we are reviewing Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper. Okay, so it is correct, even though it still sounds weird to me. I don't know why.
It is Barbie as the Princess.
Barbie, because she is the princess. That does count.
Yes.
Because she is also the princess and the Pauper. So it does make sense, because I always thought that didn't make sense, but it does. So this was released. TJ, can you guess when this was released? The exact date.
September 11th, 2001.
Oof. Close. September 28th, 2004.
Oh.
Once again, for remembrance.
Yes. The nation needed this.
The nation needed this, once again. This was directed by William Lau and written by...
This audio was created with async.com.
This was directed by William Lau and written by we think the grandson or the son of the man who killed Lee Harvey Oswald, Jack Ruby, Cliff Ruby. Once again, we cannot confirm or deny this because we did not research him at all, so all this could just be made up.
I just don't know how else it could be someone else.
I mean,
right?
It's possible. Maybe he does have a Canadian son. We don't know.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Don't correct us.
Don't correct us.
We don't care.
We don't care. Yeah. We're just gonna think he's still the son or grandson of Jack Ruby, the man who shot Lee Harvey Oswald for killing the president of the United States, JFK.
It's 2026. Facts or whatever you want them to be.
Yeah. This is the one thing we're not gonna look up on Google. We're not gonna do that. No. Google AI will not give us the answer.
That's correct.
We're just gonna believe that Cliff Ruby is the son or grandson of Jack Ruby. That's it.
Sounds right to me.
And Elena Lesser. This is based on The Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain.
Yes, it is.
Do you think you can do a Mark Twain accent? Because I know he was a Southern gentleman.
I don't really know. No, that's like Stanley from The Office. I can't do that.
I said now. No, that's Foghorn Leghorn. I'm pretty sure Mark Twain says Foghorn Leghorn.
Probably.
Yeah. I want to go to New Orleans real bad and just meet a Foghorn Leghorn. When he says, like, I said now. Yeah. Starring Kelly Sheridan, the voice of Barbie, Mark Hildreth, Sandro Juliana, Ian James Collett, Kathleen Barr, and Martin Short of Treasure Planet and The Pebble and the Penguin. Yeah. Turns out, I figured out what was my first Martin Short film. It was Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. Because he played one of the bad guys.
Oh, that's funny.
Because I was thinking, like, oh, wait, that's probably the first time I heard Martin Short of all time.
Probably.
Yeah, because I don't remember any other movie I watched before that, so...
And little did you know that you'd be circling back to that today.
Act like a normal human, boy. I watched that again today. I was like, it's amazing.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
You ever hear the Nicolas Cage story about, like, he met Martin Short?
No.
Okay, so Nicolas Cage, I guess Martin Short was on, like, a plane or something, and he was, like, reading a magazine or something, and then he looked up and he see, like, this guy hovering over him, and it's Nicolas Cage. And so he just told him, like, that movie Clifford you did, I literally watched that one scene where you are, where what's his name?
Charles Grodin?
Charles Grodin is like, act like a normal human boy. And he just does like the dummy face. And it's like, I've watched that scene like 25 times in a row. I broke my VCR. And so that's how Nicolas Cage is like, because he's like, I can't get it like that. It's impossible.
Wow.
Yeah. Because he's so in character. Nicolas Cage is so jealous. He's like, gotta see how he just does it.
I could absolutely see that being part of Nicolas Cage's origin story.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Imagine you're just doing anything, you look up, and Nicolas Cage is hovering over you, as you put it.
Yeah. I think this movie would be better if they just did the lines from Clifford. It's just like, the motorcycle gang told me to do things. I didn't like them, but then I kind of liked them.
I don't know. I'm not going to say that would be bad, but this character of Martin Short's needs no motivation from no motorcycle gang.
That is true. That is definitely true.
We'll
TJ.
get into it, but
yeah. Why don't we get into what this movie about? What this movie's about? Well, actually, we should go into once again why we chose the Barbie movies.
Why did we do that?
We didn't choose it. It was God, TJ. Once again, these movies were chosen by God, and I was his direct messenger. So we have now watching these movies. I once again have gotten the word for both being sad and happy, or joy and sorrow. I'm going to say Equantics, or something like that. Chaotic, that's it. Chaotic
named
films.
Named after Don Quixote.
Ah, I didn't know that. So it's chaotic.
Yes.
Once again, I chose 3 sets of movies. One happy, one filled with joy, one filled with misery, and one that is aquatic. Both a meaning of misery and happiness, or the closest word to it. And I chose Barbie movies, animated Barbie movies for that. So, and the hands of fate decided. So we're watching Barbie movies and Stanley Kubrick films. They've already watched one Stanley Kubrick film and one Barbie film. I'm hoping that the next film we watch is another Stanley Kubrick film.
Oh, I hope so.
I hope so badly.
At this point, it might as well just go.
Yeah, might as well just go like back and forth. Because we're gonna see Tom Cruise's dick pretty soon, and it's gonna be really stark contrast between his dick and these movies.
Yes, it will.
It will. Yes. Okay, TJ. So we now know why we're watching these movies. TJ, why don't you discuss what are these movies about?
It's still tenuous if we know why we watch these movies.
Yes.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
One day, in an unspecified European-looking land, a princess named Annalise and a pauper named Erica are born. Years later, Queen Genevieve, Annalise's mother, arranges her daughter's marriage to the wealthy King Dominic in an effort to save their nearly bankrupt kingdom. Meanwhile, Erica is an indentured servant at Madame Carp's dress emporium, where she also works tirelessly to repay her parents' debt. Unknown to the queen, her kingdom's sudden bankruptcy is the result of embezzlement by her trusted advisor, Preminger, whose henchmen, Nick and Nack, have been busy emptying the royal coffers as of late. His goal is to become rich enough to marry Annalise and seize power for himself. So when he learns of the princess's upcoming nuptials, he devises a plot to make her disappear so he can valiantly save her and win her heart. Before Preminger's plan can commence, though, Annalise enjoys a covert day in the town square with Julian, her tutor, during which she hears Erica singing in the street and is immediately struck by the beauty of her voice. Annalise and Erica bond instantly over their mutual desires for freedom from the status quos, and discover that, aside from their hair color and Annalise's distinct crown-shaped shoulder birthmark, they are identical in appearance. Before Erica must return to work, Annalise promises her doppelganger that she'll be invited to sing for the royal family in the near future. That night, Nick and Nack abduct Annalise and her cat, Serafina, and they leave a note implying the princess ran away to escape her engagement. In an effort not to offend King Dominic, Julian recruits Erica to pose as Annalise until he can find her. During their time together, Erica and King Dominic fall in love, but the pauper secretly feels guilty for her misrepresentation. Meanwhile, Annalise outsmarts Nick and Nack and escapes captivity. Sadly, though, the castle guard on duty, who just saw Erica and King Dominic, believes her to be an imposter and turns her away. Worse, Julian is captured when he learns of Preminger's plans, and Annalise is similarly intercepted by the conniving conspirator and his dog Midas during an escape attempt from Madame Carp's. Preminger imprisons the princess and Julian, and he returns to the palace, where he exposes Erica as an imposter. He unveils his power play, fabricating accounts of Annalise's demise and his sudden enrichment, and he strong-arms the queen into accepting his marriage proposal to save her kingdom. Erica escapes the dungeon by lulling a guard to sleep and taking his keys. Meanwhile, as the pair await their end in the royal mine, Annalise and Julian confess their love for one another, and they discover a series of unassuming rocks which are actually valuable geodes with which they could return prosperity to the kingdom. Luckily, they are then rescued when Erica's barking cat, Wolfie, uncovers a hidden mine shaft. Back at the castle, the Queen and Preminger are about to be married. Annalise arrives, proves her identity by showing her birthmark, and exposes Preminger. Preminger, Nick, and Knack are arrested, and Annalise reveals her desire to marry Julian. The geodes indeed revitalize the kingdom's economy, and Madame Carp goes out of business. Finally free, Erica leaves to travel and sing around the world, but not before Dominic proposes marriage. Erica politely declines and heads off on a world tour. Ultimately, though, her heart compels her to return to the kingdom and accept Dominic's proposal. The princess and the former pauper have a double wedding, and the newlyweds ride off in a carriage as credits begin to roll. In the end, mild hilarity ensues in the credits where they do the Toy Story-esque bloopers.
I love that.
I love that too.
Yeah,
that was a trend.
Oh, what do you know?
Yeah, especially with animation, that takes real effort.
I really wish that you know Martin Short's character Jiminy Glick.
Yes.
Yes. I really wish he just did his character. It's like what?
That's so ridiculous.
My favorite Jiminy Glick question is where he's interviewing Mel Brooks, and he's like, Mel Brooks, what's your deal with the Nazis? What problems do you have with the Nazis?
Oh, jeez. I've not seen nearly enough Jiminy Glick.
Oh, it's so good.
Or Martin Short, I'm convinced.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
he's interviewing Bill Hader for a more recent one, and this is like, I was like, do you miss Willie Mays? And it's like Willie Mays.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, it's so good.
Did I miss anything plot-wise that you would like to touch on?
No, you got it. This was very long and very plot-heavy, just like the movie. Yeah.
Just like the 12 Princesses one.
Yeah.
And ironically, Barry Lyndon had a lot fewer plot points.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, because this is like, okay, again, this is a made-for-Nickelodeon kids movie, right?
Yeah.
It's to fill 2 hours of kids programming, and kids, they're not gonna watch Barry Lyndon, right?
Yeah.
You have to have shit happen.
So you're cool if you do watch Barry Lyndon and you're 7 years old.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Have fun not fitting in with your peers for the rest of your childhood.
Yeah. It's like, I like trucks. Like, I love 1970s films. I like 1970s period piece films.
That is good taste, though.
Yeah, it's good taste. Yeah. Okay, Barbie and as the Princess and the Pauper.
Yes.
We're gonna start somewhere, which please forgot. Oh yeah. So this is the 4th film in the series. And this one, can you guess which date the very first Barbie CGI movie was released?
September 11th, 2001.
Close again. October 2nd, 2001. Which, guess what?
Oh, the nation really needed that.
Is my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
It's my birthday.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's right.
I was 6 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really needed this.
I turned 6 years old when they released the first Barbie movie.
What was the first one?
The first one was, I believe, The Nutcracker.
Oh,
The
I
Nutcracker
don't think that's
one.
on our list.
That's not on our list. I got many of this wrong about this movie. I thought this is the one with Bibble. This is not the one with Bibble. I'm hoping the next one is the one with Bibble because he's the most popular talking animal character. We'll get into the talking animal characters later.
Oh, I have the tier ranking. We're gonna rank him.
We're gonna rank him again.
You have to.
But we'll get into that later. This is the only Barbie film, the first Barbie film to exclude fantastic elements such as fairies, magic, and mermaids. I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
I wish they had more magic.
Yeah, there really was none.
Oh yeah, another question. How the fuck are you gonna make money off of geodes? I asked that question. I wrote that down. Like, how the fuck are you gonna make money off of geodes?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, you just like, we figured it out. We're gonna make money off of geodes. How? Is there a huge geo industry? I'm not sure.
Maybe in this ambiguously European city.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something novel. Maybe that's the thing because they look like rocks. That's
Yeah.
why Nick and Knack didn't steal them.
I do love that the names are Nick and Knack. That's fun.
And they are so terrible.
Yeah.
Terribly incompetent.
True.
I do love that cliche about like in kids
kids
programming especially obviously that the villain's henchmen are the most incompetent fucking
That's
people.
true. They were better than the henchmen of the last one, though. They were way better.
They were.
Yeah. They had more to do. The other henchmen had nothing to do. They were just,
No, Nick and Nack are they are characters with agency.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that they're fucking stupid. They're
Yeah.
more of a liability to Preminger than anything
That's true.
else.
That is true.
But Preminger himself, and I'm sure we'll talk about him.
Yeah.
Preminger is not all there himself.
No, he's not. All right, TJ, how'd you watch this movie? I watched this in a Steel Iron Maiden. Once again, backwards, so I'm not facing the screen, but I can hear everything.
I closed the blinds there.
Okay.
I watched on the big screen, and I made sure that Rachel was in the captain's chair where people can actually see.
You got to watch one of these movies with your girlfriend. You just got to do it.
Well, yeah, and I have her there, and just on the off chance a neighbor's outside, every now and then I just turn at the window and I go,
yeah.
Oh,
what are you gonna do? I do want to hear her opinions on these movies, so it'd be nice to.
She didn't pay attention. No.
So she did watch this movie with you, but she was
Parts
not.
of it.
Okay.
Parts of it. No.
Okay.
She couldn't care less.
Yeah. I mean, why would you? I mean,
yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because God willed it. Goddammit.
God willed it. You should have told her that. You should have been like, God told us to do this. Fate decided that this is the movies we will watch.
I say that about so many things facetiously that it's lost all meaning.
That's true. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did like. Okay, so this movie, animated wise, a lot worse than the one we watched before this, because it was like, I guess 2 years. It's only been 2 years, but this is more on the food fight sort of like kind of style instead of the I don't know, like animation style of the early 2000s.
I thought it looked a little better than the last.
I don't know.
No?
People said that. I can definitely tell like the background characters they did not try that all. Like when they first appeared as babies, I was like, okay, that's not good.
Yeah, the kids are all have like a doll, uncanny doll effect.
Yeah.
But
I did like the butterflies, butterfly bitches as my notes.
Yeah.
Once again, I've taken more notes on this than any movie we've ever done.
It's a lot going on.
It's only a page, but it's still a lot than I've ever done before.
There was a lot going on, absolutely.
Did you watch this on YouTube?
No, I watched it on Amazon.
Okay, so you paid for it. This was free on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, it was the Chinese version because it had Chinese. Didn't have Chinese subtitles, but the titles were Chinese when you see the title cards. Which is surprising though, but no other Chinese symbols anywhere, like either Chinese or Japanese symbols anywhere.
Okay.
So I did watch that. People have royal minds? That's a thing? You ever hear that? I've never heard of a royal mind in my life until this movie.
Again, this is all like it's not a real location, so they can kind of play with the geography, I think.
Yeah.
And the economy.
Were you surprised when it was a musical? It was like, oh, it's a musical. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I thought the music was competent, though.
Yeah, the music was just too long. Like, it was just too long, and I know it's supposed to be, like, explain the plot of the, like, go along with the story and everything. It was just too long. It just sounded like church music. I
thought it was cleverly written enough, though, especially for kids programming.
That is true. Some of the songs had little jabs and stuff like that. I really did like that.
I grade things on a sliding scale. I'm going to grade a Kubrick movie differently than I'm going to grade this movie.
Yeah.
This movie was designed to keep your child entertained for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I thought that for that goal, it actually was a very smartly written kids movie. There was some mature themes that I wouldn't expect from.
There was some jabs. They were just like every time they said something, there's just like always like you bitch or like something like that.
More or less.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you actually have mature themes. You have like attempts at murder, class commentary, embezzlement.
Yeah. Ooh,
These
yes.
are all like really embezzlement, and then like also trying to strong arm the person you just embezzled into marrying you. You have Martin Short, who kids don't know who Martin Short is, right?
No.
But
they should know, though. They should know.
Well, his style it kind of transcends age groups, right? Like adults can find him funny, and Preminger is really a far better movie or far more interesting movie villain to watch than you would expect to see on Nickelodeon like this.
Yeah.
The guy has a whole fandom. You saw that,
Yes,
right?
I know the fandom of Preminger. Yes, he does.
Oh my god, there's a subreddit.
To be fair, there's a reason why, because Martin Short's the best thing about this movie.
Oh, 100%.
When I was watching the movie, I was just like, okay, I've seen Preminger, he's the best. I'm like, now I'm just waiting for Preminger again. It was like, okay, this scene's happening, I don't care. Where's Preminger? Preminger shows up like, yay! And then Preminger goes away, I'm like, okay, let's
he's
keep
definitely
going.
the best part of this.
Yeah.
First of all, he's got a face that it's like, I'm sorry, Queen. Why are you trusting this man?
Yeah.
You deserve to lose all your... His eyes are red. He's got, like, devil horns for hair. Like, those tufts of hair on top of his head look like devil horns. Honestly, just Google Preminger, and you will find some of the funniest links. You'll see the subreddit. You'll see... here's one from intomore.com. All all hail Preminger, the gayest Barbie villain.
Yes.
I mean, you'll just see all sorts of mashup videos on YouTube. This individual has such a fandom, and apparently Martin Short doesn't remember playing it.
I do love that.
Yeah.
I do love that.
It was just another Tuesday.
It was another Tuesday.
They even animate him like differently than anybody else. His movements are very bombastic and Martin Short-esque.
Yeah. I am right now on a Wikipedia for Barbie movies, and it's so long for this movie. Because I'm trying to find, it turns out each Barbie movie has a lesson at the very end, and I'm trying to find out what the lesson was, but I forgot. But it goes after like what the title of this movie is in every culture, the goofs of everyone, and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, this movie. Do you think this movie would be better if they were just gay? Because we'll get into it during the reviews of Letterboxd, but a lot of them are just like they just should be gay. And I agree.
Who, the
princesses?
And the Pauper?
Yeah, the princesses. Yeah.
So like with each other.
With each other, yeah.
Does that get into like the narcissist territory though?
Maybe, because then technically you are loving yourself, right? Because they're both.
Well, yeah, I don't have an issue on paper with it, but like if it's.
This audio was created with async.com.
I don't have an issue on paper with it, but like if it's I'm attracted to myself, I feel like maybe that
could be it. But nobody cares about the guy characters; they just care about the princesses. So,
and that's fine. I didn't see anything problematic with how it was portrayed there. I didn't find anything problematic.
No, there's nothing problematic.
I didn't expect to.
Yeah,
and I don't think that necessarily would have been either. In 2004, it probably wouldn't have been.
I think they should have done it. They just should have been like, "Fuck it, we're gonna break barriers. God damn it, we're gonna do the first gay Barbie movie."
Unfortunately, Mattel Corporation wasn't feeling that.
I know,
and that's one thing that struck me was that this one in the opening credits, it's noted is produced by Mattel, the Mattel company, and you know what? Bravo! I think that they put together a far higher quality product than you'd see them put out today.
That's true. This was a lot of people did like this movie. Ever heard of Common Sense Media?
No.
They review like any child movie or any movie like to see if it's available for kids. Basically, I think they're run by like a Christian group or something like that. And they love this movie. They said the quality improved from the last CGI Barbie movie. Presses few scenes, focuses on girls like in science books, and that's passive pursuits. Almost succeeds in updating traditional models for girls, and putting the interest over romance first. Even though they did go back to romance, I don't know. I guess that kind of.
Well, she did go travel the world and then decided, you know what, I'm satisfied.
That's true. She decided on her own cadence. That
correct. It was all her agency.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It was interesting to me, like how long did this world tour last? Because even the princess and Julian weren't married yet.
That's true.
So how long did? And all I could think of when I kept writing World Tour in my notes was the Justin Timberlake meme about him getting the DUI last year. Did you hear that story?
No. Yeah, no, that's so, yeah.
You heard the line, though, what he said?
No.
To the officer, apparently he was probably fishing to get out of it. And he goes, "Oh, this is going to really ruin the tour." And the officer said, "What tour?" And he goes, "The World Tour." So I kept thinking about that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's true.
Can I just say, I think that for what this movie is, it was aggressively competent.
Yeah.
These are my notes for. I was trying to take note of anything that I found that was competent. Okay.
Yeah.
So by 12 minutes and 20 seconds in, we've had scenes and music numbers with the major players: Annalise, Erica, and Preminger. Right. Yeah. You have smartly written introductory songs where they're not poppy. They actually tell a story and like actually communicate character motivations.
That's true.
They actually do a good job of like showing you how this princess who has all this material wealth and is getting more and more gifts by the day could actually still not find satisfaction in her life like that, and somehow juxtapose that with a woman who's an indentured servant.
Yeah.
You have
plot. That is true. I was shocked they said that. Like, indentured servitude. I was
but
whoa,
see, I respect that. This movie did not pull punches.
That's true.
It was mature again. Like, Preminger literally locks them in a mine and has boulders rain down on it to kill them. That's his plan at the end, right? There's a lot of class commentary when the princess realizes, oh shit, these people don't live nearly as good as I do.
Yeah.
The stakes were high, but so was the whimsy. That's what I wrote.
That's true.
And well-paced. There were notably no Gene Hackman getting high on heroin scenes.
I think, okay, for me, some of the songs were Hugh Jackman getting high on heroin scenes, because, like, I'm not going to say the songs were bad, it's just they felt very long, and they felt...
I mean, hey, you're entitled to that crappy opinion. There was nothing, though, like the
dance.
whiplash. Like, see, exactly.
Yeah.
The dancing to me was worse last time, and maybe that's why this time it didn't. Because once you add the lyrics and if they're smartly written enough, I still treat that as dialogue.
Yeah, okay.
So unlike dancing, which to me is like,
I do gotta admit, How Can I Refuse was a banger. Especially any song Martin Short sang was a banger. He only sung 2 songs, but
they were bangers.
They were just great. Yeah. See, this is what we were missing from the Catherine O'Hara performance. If Catherine O'Hara did like this type of shit, that movie would have been 10 times better. But no, she was just like,
I didn't stop to think that character might have been played by a celebrity the entire movie.
Why wasn't Catherine O'Hara playing Madam Cop, who looked like an asshole?
That would have been a good role for
Why
her.
was Madam Cop in the film? She was barely even used.
Because they could only afford one high-level comedian per movie, though, to be clear.
That is true, yeah. But yeah, if like Catherine O'Hara and Martin Short got in this shit, that would have been bangers.
Yeah.
Maybe would have been even higher in the echelon of the Barbie movies, even though they already is. But no, we got like, I feel bad for the shopkeeper apprentice or something, like Barbie's friend.
Yeah.
She had nothing. She was just like, she couldn't. They didn't give her anything.
No.
I don't know why she was there. She just could have been like, yeah, whatever.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What else you got there?
What else I got? Let's see. Oh yeah, the pets. We're getting to the pets now. I knew one of them was gonna have a Brooklyn accent. I was just waiting. I was waiting for one of these movies to fucking do it.
Brooklyn accent?
Yeah, I just fucking knew it.
I was about like, Wolfie, the barking
No, cat? Wolfie didn't have one. It was Premage's dog had a Brooklyn accent.
Oh, geez, yeah. Midas.
Midas, yeah. I fucking knew it. I was just like, even before anybody spoke, like, one of these dogs is gonna have at least a Brooklyn accent. It's like, I fucking knew it.
Was it a poodle or something?
It was a poodle.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit, but I was like, God damn it. Because that's like every...
Yeah, that's not the appropriate accent for that at all.
Nah, but like every animated dog... Any movie with an animated character has like a street talk accent or like a Brooklyn accent. I don't know why. It was just going to happen. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I did not like these pets. They didn't spark me any joy like like the parrot did last time. Maybe because they're just dogs and cats, not a parrot.
Okay.
I'm not gonna rate highly on this. We can get into your thoughts on them now if you want.
I thought they were serviceable. I thought that they were better, like on average than in the other one.
Yeah,
but yeah. I would.
I don't know. Midas. I thought Midas to be lame. Maybe because he's not a monkey.
Midas sucked, and I do like a good antagonist.
I mean, the monkey sucked, but he sucked because he sucked. Midas sucked.
Because he was and I actually am in full agreement with that.
Yeah.
Midas was the worst.
Plus, the monkey was more scary because he's insane looking.
I liked Serafina and Wolfie, the cats.
I do admit Serafina was okay.
And then Hervé, the horse, was just like there.
Yeah,
he was fine. They all had arcs though. Like that's the thing. That's why I was so impressed with the competence of this. These fucking animals have arcs. The horse, Hervé, is like this timid, like Eeyore type.
Yeah.
Where he's just like resigned to the fact, hey, the boss is not gonna like that. You know, talking about Preminger, and then at the end, he's the one that bucks Preminger off him.
Yeah.
And I love how Martin Short plays that scene. So he's trying to make a getaway from the wedding, so he's trying to avoid getting arrested, and he's slapping the horse as the rider does, and he's going, "Move, move." And I get the sense that Martin Short, the character, Preminger thinks he's actually talking to this horse, and it's very funny to me.
Yeah.
And so Hervé, gets some nerve and finally rebels against him. So that was an arc.
That was an arc.
Serafina, the cat, Annalise's cat, was actually like a girl boss type of character.
Yeah. She outsmarted Midas at every turn.
She outsmarted Midas, and she straight up saved them from the mine shaft.
Yeah. And also Midas.
Was that Wolfie?
Yeah, I think that was Wolfie.
They were both fine.
Yeah. And then Midas lost his tooth. Because the Midas touch, or Midas gold, I don't know. Something. What does Midas
I don't know if
gold?
the name, anything.
Midas has something to do with gold, right? The Midas touch.
Yeah,
the Midas touch. If he turned
anything
to gold, yeah.
And then he turned his family into gold and shit.
What a fucking idiot. He turned his family into gold.
Not smart.
Yeah, duh. Dummy. Let's see. What?
Do you want to rank them then?
We could. I thought that the horse was Canadian at first, but then he found out he was French, so I just put he's French Canadian.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so
I'd buy that.
Yeah. Okay, let's rank them. Okay, so the first one we have Midas. What are the rankings again? We got S through F.
S, A, B, C, D, F.
I'm gonna give Midas. We gave the monkey a D, right?
Brutus is on the D tier.
I'm giving him an F.
All right.
I don't like Midas. I don't think he's entertaining as a character or as a villain.
I'm actually okay with that.
I mean, I would find it annoying when talking dogs or animals have a Brooklyn accent.
Hey, yo.
Hey, oh, I'm walking here. Hey.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so he's getting an F. He sucks.
I'm actually all for that.
Wolfie, I give him a C. I'll give Wolfie and Safina a C. Both
I would petition that we put Serafina in the high B over Twyla, the cat from the last one.
Okay, we'll do that. Yeah,
but I'm okay with C.
We'll do.
I actually liked Wolfie, but I will.
I'll give Wolfie. I think we should give Wolfie a C.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll give Serafina a B, Wolfie a C. The horse can go in the D. Horse can go with the monkey.
Poor Hervé.
Poor Hervé. Okay, so what are our rankings right now?
And then we said, where are we putting Hervé?
Hervé's in the D's. He's with the monkey.
Oh, the D. Okay.
You want to put him in the C? You can put him in the C.
I want to put him in the C.
Okay, we'll put him in the C.
Because he had an arc.
He had an arc.
That's better than I ever would have guessed.
Yeah.
French horse.
French horse.
So right now we have nothing in the S tier, and again, this can be like a bell curve. We can readjust these later.
Yeah,
on.
and this will be continuing series. So each movie we do with a talking animal will be included in this.
I just don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to overload S and then find out. Oh wait, the diamond Barbie and the diamond mind or whatever the
diamond,
next one is.
Hey, it's related.
Blood diamond Barbie.
Blood diamond Barbie.
I don't want to find out that one's
I'm
the best animals.
I'm hoping that one has Bibble because Bibble was supposed to be the best, but I'm not sure. I think I made sure it was, but I forget. So
I'm hoping so because I feel like if not, we're gonna have to sit through another season of these.
We will, yeah. Because we gotta watch Bibble because people are telling because these whole movies about Preminger and Bibble. That's it.
So right now we have in A tier we have Felix the parrot.
Yes.
Okay. B tier we have Serafina and Twyla, both cats.
Yes.
A lot of cats in these. C we have Wolfie and Hervé. D we have Brutus the monkey, and an F in the seventh ring of hell. Here we have Midas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Midas sucked.
I must admit, Wolfie, I didn't like. I don't know why I didn't like the cat pretending to be a dog, but I didn't find it amusing or whimsical at all. So.
Well, I could see a kid finding it whimsical.
Yeah.
Again, I don't grade these as like how I enjoyed them per se, but how I think they accomplished their goal. And I do think that kids would probably like these characters, and they're good representation of like the personified elements of them are good representations of like humans, right? Like Serafina being unafraid to get dirty, like she's very like prissy, right? But she's not afraid to get launched into the chimney. And she says, I think she literally says, "A girl has to do what a girl has to do."
That's true. A cat has to do what a cat has to do.
Is that what it was? Yeah,
I did love during the blooper reel, like mostly all of it was just her. Just
see, that was funny with the dummy. The dummy.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Yeah.
See, I like that little creativity. Points,
exactly
for stuff like that.
At least it had more bits, I think, because Nick Fanac really up the game, so that's good.
Yes, they did.
I did wish there was a hip hop song though. There should have been a hip hop song. Preminger should have rapped. That's what I think. Once again, these songs were all just like sing-songy, and that's fine. Some of them had good lyrics and stuff like that. But, I was just like, there's only so many times I can hear like a lady sing, like, because there's a lot of like I want songs, or like all in the same manner. So it's all kind of sing like wishy-washy. So I was like, this. Mix it up a little bit. Just like, give me a hip hop song.
You have to remember too, though. Like we're talking 22 years ago, a Barbie movie.
Yeah.
There was a much more narrow demographic, I think.
They could have done a hip hop song. Remember that Titanic animated movie that had
I'm not saying that they couldn't.
Hip-hop?
I'm just saying in this time, I feel like they are Mattel's saying we have to capitalize on the young girls market.
Okay.
And now a Barbie movie can get made, and you might say just young kids. You widen that net a little bit, and adult Barbie fans, frankly, right?
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, I think that the appeal was the demographic for this was probably a little narrower than it would be now.
Yeah,
I like the idea of the hip hop song, though.
Yeah, because if the animated Titanic movie can have a hip hop dog, then anybody can. Okay,
that's very well said.
That's true. Yes,
I'm gonna put that on your headstone one day.
That's true. I always forget. We actually argue about this at my work. Like, was that the second one or the first one that had the hip hop dog?
The first movie ever?
Because the. You know the two animated Titanic movies, correct?
No,
there are two animated Titanic movies.
Okay.
Each one more insane than the last. So one of them has, I forget which one has the talking dog, which one does not have the rapping talking dog. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. One of those days we would do this. Do those movies.
Can't wait.
Cannot wait. Let's see. Anything else on my notes? What did I say? Every song is like the. Oh yeah, Here in Popeye. That's what I wrote. Mm-hmm. Anything else we have about this movie that we can think of? I know we probably talked about the last movie more, but I don't know. I feel like this movie wasn't on the same scale as Boring as the last one, but once again, I'm just waiting for Preminger. I'm just like, where's Preminger? Where's Preminger?
I'll second that. He was definitely the best.
Yeah.
But I didn't find myself nearly as bored as I did with the other one. Because, again, there were all those scenes of Gene Hackman, relapsing. Or not relapsing, but going through withdrawals.
Yeah.
Or no, they were dancing. Either way, that one was tougher for me personally as a non-ballet fan, I guess.
That's true.
Just ballroom. I don't know. This, to me, I thought was far more engaging to a 35-year-old adult male who's never had any interactions with Barbie before, a month ago.
Yeah, all songs were written by Amy Powers and Megan Calavari, scored by Annie Roth. It was performed by London Symphonic Orchestra and the Czech Philharmonic Chamber Orchestra again. Mm-hmm. I think they did a better job in the last film, the Czech Orchestra. So that's what I'm saying. I'm dying on this hill.
Okay.
They did a better job last time. That's what I'm saying. I guess can we get into our final thoughts? Anything else you have about this movie, TJ?
Not really.
Yeah. What do you think about the Kens? Do you think they were better than the last one? I think the Kens.
I don't even register that these are Kens.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, they were better.
Really? I think the Kens were last. Because at least the Ken, like, he's a cobbler. The other ones was just like.
Yeah, but one of them was a king, and the other one was a tutor. Okay, the tutor was
the tutor. Okay. No, you're right. There was a tutor. Julian was the tutor, and then you had the king in disguise.
King Dominic.
Dominic in disguise. I think Martin Short played double roles here, because I'm pretty sure he was the advisor. I'm pretty sure that was him.
Yeah, Preminger was the advisor.
No, the other advisor.
The little chubby guy.
The chubby guy. That was Martin Short or one of the other guys in it. I'm pretty sure.
According to Wikipedia, he's credited only as Preminger.
Okay, so I'm wrong about that.
Would you like, before our grades, a quick overview, not quick, but a digest overview of Mark Twain's 1881 historical novel?
I'm hoping this one's more bloodier than the other one.
It is about Edward Tudor, the Prince of Wales, and Tom
There's
Canty.
a tutor and there's a tutor. Oh my God, mind blown.
Wow, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And a poor beggar named Tom Canty, who are lookalikes, and they swap lives in 16th century London. Now, I will say, I did know the premise of this going in because I have seen, and I had it on VHS when I was young, 1990's The Prince and the Pauper from Walt Disney, where Mickey Mouse plays the Prince and the Pauper.
Ooh.
It's a pretty good one, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Anyway, Edward experiences the harsh realities of poverty and injustice, and Tom struggles to adapt to royal court life, ultimately providing both boys with life-altering lessons on empathy, privilege, and social status. Pretty good, right? So key elements of the plot, obviously, are the swap. It's not like it was in this, where there's a whole kidnapping thing and, we desperately need someone to play the princess. Right? Yeah. So Tom Canty is living in poverty. He wanders to the palace. He meets the prince. They see that they're identical, and they switch clothes just for fun. For a lark, right? Hey, I'll go live in the tower and take baths and eat lovely meals, and you can go live with my abusive alcoholic father. Yeah. Because that is a plot point here. Yeah. The beggar lives with an abusive alcoholic. So Edward is mistaken for the pauper. The prince is mistaken as the pauper and is thrown out of the palace. He then experiences brutality, hunger, and legal injustices, which give him perspective on the harsh laws he was raised with. He is helped by Miles Hendon, a disinherited soldier. Meanwhile, Tom struggles to adapt to royal etiquette, with the court believing him to be suffering from temporary insanity or madness due to his strange behavior. The climax, as King Henry VIII dies, Edward returns just in time to stop Tom's coronation. Tom eagerly relinquishes the throne because this being royal is a royal pain in the neck. Yeah. Edward proves his identity by revealing the location of the Great Seal of England, which he had hidden. And then, following that, Edward is crowned King Edward VI and rules as a more compassionate leader. Tom is executed on the spot.
I knew it.
No. Tom is rewarded with a high position, and the boys live out their lives with the lessons they learned. Yeah. So, I mean, similar. But
kind of wish they kept the insanity plot line. That'd be fun.
That would have been fun. Yeah. But, I think what they ended up with was perfectly appropriate for their for what they were going for.
Yeah.
I think so. But you know what? Maybe check out 1990s The Prince and the Pauper with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, maybe check that out.
Maybe that'll.
One last thing before we get into a final thought.
This audio was created with async.com.
Yeah, maybe check that out.
Maybe that'll.
One last thing before we get into final thoughts. Did Wolfie have an Australian or British accent?
Yeah, I feel like it was. I don't think it was Australian.
Okay.
But it wasn't like that regal British, was
No.
it? No, it wasn't like Cockney, was it?
No, it wasn't Cockney, it wasn't Welsh.
Yeah. I don't know, actually. It's a good question.
Yeah, I was so confused. Okay, well, I guess we're getting into our final thoughts of this movie. I don't want to say the last one was better than this one, because I feel like I was so engaged in the last one because I was trying to keep focused to make sure I wasn't doing anything. And this one, I was just like, whatever. But I would say this movie was better because Preminger is just so much better than Catherine O'Hara's evil character or whatever. It's more fun. Songs are somewhat okay. Even though I would say I didn't like them better than you did. But, I'll give this, I give the last one 2.5 stars. I'll give this one 3 stars out of 6. If you like Barbie and Disney and like princesses, you'll like this movie. That's true. So I would give this a 3 stars out of 6.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. So definitely, I think this is the best Barbie movie we've watched so far. Next one, I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, I do think this was definitely better than the 12 Dancing Princesses, both for children and for a 35-year-old man.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the songs were groundbreaking. Like, there was nothing Disney.
Yeah, definitely not. No.
But you have to remind yourself that this is a 2-hour Nickelodeon, made for Nickelodeon movie,
produced by the guys who made Reboot.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah, and it's produced by a toy company. Yeah. Right. And I mean, for that, I do think that it is very, very competent. Yeah. On the sliding scale, I would definitely rank this higher than I did the last one. I think it perfectly sets out everything it needs to do. I don't think there's a whole lot of like fluff in it, even for kids programming. I think it moves along at a nice clip. It retells a classic literary story with the Barbie characters. And I think that if I were a 10-year-old child, I'd be very, very, satisfied with having watched this. Yeah. Like I said, the songs aren't Disney level, but I do think that if you pay attention to the lyrics, and I did watch with subtitles, so I am at an advantage. Yeah. They're not simplistic lyrics like a lot of kids' movies, get caught up in doing. There are complex themes to the lyrics. They tell a narrative. They advance the narrative. They're not just junk food. Yeah. They actually serve a narrative purpose, and I think that's more than the dance scenes did for the last one. So I don't know. On the sliding scale, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a 5 out of 6.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, again, ratings are arbitrary.
That is amazing. Wow.
On the Barbie scale, yeah.
Yeah, the Barbie scale.
All the compliments I've given, I haven't even mentioned Martin Short. Yeah. Martin Short's Preminger is such a delight. Yeah. And honestly, I'm going to go down the Preminger YouTube rabbit hole one of these days.
It's gonna be great. Yeah.
I have to. But like, not even is his voice work that entertaining. But the character's appearance is so striking. Yeah. And the way that they animate his movements and his facial expressions are just so Martin Short. Yeah. It's incredible. Like, he walks like a snake man. I don't know. He's so animated. This is a really good... Like, again, if the rest of the movie is just super competent and it gets a normal 4 out of 6 for me, Martin Short's character gives it that extra star. Yeah. I mean, really. Like, again, in terms of, like... kids programming, it might be more accurate to call it a 6 out of 6 in my book, because I couldn't really tell you what else you should change. That's true. But I'm not going to give this a 6 out of 6 because that would be clinically insane. Yes. So I'll give it a 5. Again, on the sliding Barbie scale. Yeah. What did I give Barry Lyndon? Do you remember? 3.5 maybe?
No, you gave what's it called? Drive My Car 3.5. Yeah, I mean, I think you gave it 2.5. I gave it 3.5.
Probably. Yeah. Again, you can't. It's apples and oranges. Right? Yeah. I do believe, like, if you're a parent and you want to show your kids something that's actually of like literary value, that could actually tell an interesting story, and it's not just 2 hours of junk food television, you could do far worse. Yeah, or just show your kids Martin Short. That's it. You could just show them Martin Short.
Yeah, just show them any Martin Short character, and they'd be like, "This is perfect."
Dude, Preminger was something else.
Yeah, that was great. Man, I think Martin Short is now the funniest man who ever lived. I think he's got the title.
I think with age, I'm starting to see the appeal more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He may not be the biggest star of all time, but he's just like, he's got it. Like, anytime you see him on a show, he'll give it 110%. And we'll knock it out of the park.
I think he's also a comedian's comedian. And those are the guys that, like a Norm Macdonald or like an Albert Brooks or Martin Short, where it's like, they might not reach the mainstream success of, say, an Adam Sandler or a Will Ferrell or what have you.
Yeah.
But man, are they just like, they are like royalty among other comedians.
Even his movies, like Inner Space is great because he's in it. You got Pure Luck, which is a film everybody forgets, but it's just better because he's in it.
Yeah.
And so it's just him being goofy. And
if Clifford was any other comedian, it would have been dog shit.
Yeah, it would have been dog shit. But him, he just fucking nailed it. Yeah, he just nailed it. And that's what makes the movie even better because it's just like, it's so great.
He commits so strongly to anything he does.
Yeah.
It's a testament to the man.
It's great.
He is a treasure. I gotta get around to watching that Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially as I'm like getting into murder mysteries.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll send you some Jiminy Glick because that's hilarious.
I know. I gotta watch some of those for sure. But no, he definitely gives this movie an extra star itself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say 5 out of 6. This was a damn fine kids movie.
Yeah.
Made for television kids movie.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, let's go a little bit more background.
Oh, I gotta add it to my letterbox.
Oh yes, wait. TJ, can you please say your letterbox again so the audience knows?
Yes, it's M-I. It's M as in Michael.
Yes.
I.
As in Eichel.
Yes. K as in.
Keichel.
I guess so. Yeah. E.
Eichel.
Yes. M as in Michael.
Yeah.
O.
Eichel. Eichel.
Yeah.
Yep.
C.
Keichel again.
E.
Eichel.
Yep. R.
Weichel.
I. Eichel with an I.
Eichel with an I.
Which spells Mike Mosher.
Mike Mosher, yes. Thank you.
Yep.
I think I have put it on my letterbox. I did put the last one on my letterbox. I'll do that again for this one.
I got a Google notification on my watch today, and I didn't read it because I like accidentally canceled it out, but it said Barbie on it. I go, oh my god. Oh my god, what have I done?
Yeah. So some fun facts about this movie. Erica's cat, Wolfie, can be spotted in the scene of the movie Barbie as the island princess when Queen Ariana's rats are spreading the poison in animal food. Jesus.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, the baker that is tripped in the town scene when the dog starts chasing Serafina is the same baker as his Barbie as Rapunzel in 2002. And the guard who's guarding Erica after being captured is the same guard in Rapunzel who got attacked by Penelope's dad. So basically they just used the same animation characters for, each film.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Yeah. Roger Ebert did not, unfortunately, review this movie.
No.
I know, sadness. I did like, on Wikipedia, they added the review of the South China Morning Post.
Oh my god.
I don't know. And they said, it's a girl power twist on the original Mark Twain tale. Wrote that the story includes all elements that make it worthwhile: duty, responsibility, compassion, free will, and of course, a love interest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So high praise. And now let's get into the most fun thing of the day, the letterbox review of this movie.
Yes.
Yes. I would say these are way better than the last one. These ones are at least a little bit more clever. The first one from Gabby wrote, made children become aware of the notion of class structure and Marx could only dream.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
That's, again, there's some actual merit to this.
Catherine wrote Barbie as the Princess and the Paupers, greater than Citizen Kane. Some could argue. Preminger and his gay-coded poodle threw the first bricks at Stonewall.
Wow.
That's a good one.
That is really good.
Yeah. That song Erica sings to a cat is greater than anything Ed Sheeran ever released. And a somewhat negative review, only a 3 stars from James. It's no Bratz, Rock Angels, but it's still cinema.
Wow.
Yeah. Bratz movies, TJ.
Boo this man. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. Cloud wrote, they were gay and in love, jot that down. And one wrote, why is the cat a dog?
I found myself asking that.
Yeah, that's true. I really thought it was a dog for a second.
Well, yeah, and then I was like, no, that's definitely a cat.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's true. And my favorite, the Communist Manifesto for the Lesbian Feminist.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Wow.
That is great. That's some great stuff. Yes. Once again, the most funnest thing to ever do is go on Letterboxd and just look at reviews for Barbie movies.
Letterboxd never lets you down.
Never lets you down.
Yeah.
Never lets you down. Okay, so...
Did I tell you the one I read for Sinners?
No. What?
Oh, I don't know if I mentioned that at Banter Time last time, but I finally got around to watching Sinners.
Oh, I think you did, but I forget. But you can repeat it.
But one of the reviews said, finally, a role for Michael A. Jordan.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, that was great. Okay, so this was not nominated for any Emmy Awards. No Daytime Emmys or anything like that. No.
Oscars?
Fortunately not. No, this was
the Crash year, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
No. This was the year before the Crash year.
Yeah, okay.
So this was nominated for the DVD Exclusive Awards.
Ooh.
Nominated for a lot.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna go through them because I don't really care.
Okay.
But yeah, so it was nominated a lot. Did not win any, unfortunately.
Just do the Oscars for the year.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. The best animated film for the 2004 Oscars was The Incredibles, Shark Tale, and Shrek 2. The Incredibles won. How many times have you seen The Incredibles? I've only seen it like once. It wasn't really a thing I grew up with.
Probably like 3 times.
Yeah,
but
I know.
It really is outstanding.
People do say that's the best one.
Oh, it's
right?
truly outstanding.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about mature themes in a kids movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that one goes to some dark places and is low key very like right wing ideology.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Shark Tale. For my 3rd grade birthday party, I went to see Shark Tale with my with a bunch of my friends and basically my whole class.
Did you enjoy it?
I don't remember. I do know that Scott Ackerman, rewrote some stuff for it, and so every time he talks about working for Shark Tale, I just think about that.
One of my favorite things is a brief Twitter exchange with Michael Imperioli, who plays Christopher in The Sopranos.
Yeah.
And he played a character in that movie. I've never seen Shark Tale, but there's a really funny Twitter interaction where a fan asks Michael Imperioli, "Did you enjoy your, performing your role as Mikey or whatever in Shark Tale?" And he just says no. He doesn't go into it. He just says no.
One fun fact to know about that movie: usually, it was DreamWorks, wasn't? Yeah, so they record everybody separately, but for Barbie D and Martin Scorsese, who are in this movie, they were like, no, they got to be together. Yeah. Outstanding. The best picture that year, fortunately not nominated, Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper. That's a shame. Was The $1 Million Baby. That was that year, 2004.
Yeah.
Then it was The Aviator, Finding Neverland, Ray, and Sideways.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're a big Pinot fan, good year for movie for you.
I liked Sideways, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Choose. So was The Aviator.
Yeah.
I did watch that one.
I watched it when it came out, and I don't remember shit about it, to be honest with you.
Let's see. He played Howard Hawks.
I remember that. I do remember that much.
Howard Hughes or Howard Hawks, yeah. He pissed in Jaws.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He wore Kleenex boxes on his feet and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know what Finding Neverland is about. I just know one
it's
thing.
It's about J.M. Barrie, the guy that wrote Peter Pan.
Oh. I do know Kate Winslet? No, yeah, Kate Winslet was in that movie. Mm-hmm. She was on Graham Norton. Ever hear that show? It's a British talk show.
Yeah.
Okay. And she hosts SNL during that, and she was like, and she explained like how nervous she was and everything, and she didn't know what she was gonna do, and they did a song for her. And then another fun fact was Eminem was the musical guest. Eminem asked Kate Winslet to save his bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And of course, Ray is another great movie. Definitely, Jamie Foxx deserved to win an Oscar for that.
Agreed.
Yeah. Top 10 films of 2004, TJ. Number 1, Shrek 2.
That's a banger.
That is a banger. Shrek 2 is great. Yeah. No, sorry, number 1.
Oh, there's number 1. Okay.
Number 1, Shrek 2. Number 2, Spider-Man 2.
Wow.
I believe a film I saw
wow.
during a sleepover. That was the same sleepover where my friends told me there was the only reason I was invited because my parents asked them to.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you had to...
Yeah, it sucked. Well, that guy was an asshole, so yeah. Yeah, so that was the only reason. So that sucks.
Number 3.
Number 3 was The Passion of the Christ. I believe, was that Mel Gibson's Passion? Yeah. Mel.
Wow. Good, good for Shrek and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I remember going with a church group to see The Passion.
Yes, I was going to bring that up. A lot of church groups went to see The Passion of the Christ.
Oh my God, it's just this horrible, disturbing...
Yeah, because they were like, we gotta make Christ number 1. And
down of Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna tell you that you can't.
Were people pissed off at that film? Because the people were pissed off about Martin Scorsese. Well, why are they pissed off about Martin Scorsese's version then?
Meanwhile, the president posts an AI image of him as Jesus.
Yeah.
Like this is.
Hey, doctor.
Oh, that's right. It was a doctor.
It was a
sorry.
doctor. Yes.
A doctor with
It was a doctor.
biblical robes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I am Catholic. I saw the movie the one time. I was like I was in 8th grade, I think, right? 2004.
I was in 2nd grade.
I didn't really understand the whole merit of just like a movie that just beats the shit out of Jesus. Like, yeah, it sucks what he went through.
Yeah.
Right? But holy fuck.
That must have
man.
been a great.
It's a
Imagine the
fucked up movie,
8th graders
man.
making out to that movie.
I know. Oof.
Amazing. Number 4 was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Wow, this is a good year.
Yeah.
It was a big year anyway.
Was that? That's the
best one.
That's the best one. That was
That's number
2004. Wow. You forget the first one came out in 2001. I thought that one came out in like 2006.
Yeah.
Insane. Number 5 was The Incredibles.
Yeah, great movie.
Number 6, The Day After Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Number
movie.
7, The Bourne Supremacy.
Supremacy?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Bourne
is that the
Supremacy.
second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 8, Shark Tale.
Nice.
Number 9, The Polar Express.
Weird.
Weird fucking movie.
It is weird.
I think I saw that in theaters. I forget. I didn't realize the weirdness of it all until later on.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh wait, Robert Zemeckis went through it. It's still going through a CGI phase, so it's just weirdness and uncanny valleyness of it all.
It's very uncanny valley.
Yeah. And number 10, National Treasure.
Good movie.
Yeah.
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 That's a good year.
Yeah.
I gotta say, that's a big year right
It
there.
is a good year. A lot of animated films in the 2000s, I realized, had this huge, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Toy Story opened the floodgates.
True. That's true. Okay, I think that's our review of Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Before we choose our next film, which we will do soon, let's do a whole spiel. Thank you for listening and watching on YouTube, I guess. If you like us, please follow, like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do to listen to this podcast. We're on YouTube, we're on SoundCloud, and we are on Spotify. I've once again still debating whether to put us on Apple Music, but once again, $20 a month is a lot, and it sucks.
F that.
Who listens to Apple Podcasts anyway? Just listen to us on YouTube, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah. Most recently, I figured out our most popular episodes on YouTube are the ones we did about Sohei Imura. Those are the most popular.
Those are great.
Yeah, and the most popular on Spotify is Tommy Tricker and the Traveling Stamp. Whatever the fuck that movie was called.
And the Stamp Traveler.
Fucking
But you got Tricker right,
shit.
though. Hey, you got Tricker right.
God, that movie's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
It doesn't-
One of these days, we will do the sequel. I don't know when, but we're gonna do it.
Oh, bully.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. So yeah, TJ, is the wheel ready?
The wheel is ready.
Okay, let's spin this wheel and see what movie we have next. Oh, wait, here a little bit. I don't know if anybody's picked it up. Oh my! You do it! It's Spartacus! Oh man, come on, fate. Let us do this. Let's do the pattern.
Dude, yeah, that's
Next one, that'll be Diamond Castle, and then the last one, the big honker.
the big honker.
The big honker.
What a way to round out a season that would be, huh?
Yeah. What a way to end up the season. Hi, I'm Mo, and I've been nominated for the DVD Exclusive Awards.
And I'm TJ, and I'm going to base my entire personality around Preminger for the rest of my life.
That is amazing. Thank you very much. Okay. See you, everybody. Let's have Robert Mitchum play us out. Bye.
Adios.
Preminger for life!
This audio was created with async.com.